Aaron Turner joins me for his pre-fight interview against James Siekmann, Power Slap number 12 from Fontainebleau. How good is it to be back?
To be honest with you, Corey, it feels great to be back. It feels great to be back at the Fontainebleau, and it feels nice to be back in my backyard of Las Vegas. So, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Absolutely. I mean, you have this dark horse vibe to you. You're a guy that there's not a ton of information out about who you are, what you do on a daily basis. Just kind of give me like a 20, 30-second rundown of what a day in the life of Aaron Turner looks like.
Well, for me, I kind of just work. I do I'm a contractor doing armed security. I work private security as well. I work executive protection. Sometimes I travel from here and there, and I do my private investigation. So a lot of work throughout the week for me, but also making time in the gym. I'm a very fit guy. I like to kind of keep in good shape. And that's mainly kind of just a day in life for me. Nothing too interesting, nothing too crazy.
For sure. Talk to me about that training routine. I mean, you talk about the gym, but then what else are you doing for slap specific training as well?
Based off my performance for Power Slap 10, there's definitely a lot of things I could have done better at. So I've really just taken the time to study my film and study other guys' films as well. Like you got guys like Damien DeBell that have been dominant. He's been a champion for over 600 days. Things like that. These are guys that have been doing it for a long time, original OGs. So the best thing I could do is really learn from them. And Pono Pao has definitely been, a big inspiration for me. Coming in not knowing who I was, especially a guy in his division as well. He's willing to give me some tips of how to be successful. So I think just getting the tools from some of the guys and really just taking them has really helped me prove my game. And now I'm kind of just working more on my technique in the gym. Working on my strike. I want to add more strength and power as well as speed to my slap. And a big thing for me, I think coming up is I'm going to be tested on my chin to see if I can really take more than one slap. So that's definitely something I've been working on, as well as my defense, coming up for this match.
That's great to hear. I mean, talk to me about the conversations that you've had with the brass from Power Slap. I mean, your debut, you get a top 5 ranked guy in heavyweight. You're coming back again with another top 5 guy. They obviously have you in high regard, with the skill set you have and the athleticism. Talk to me about how that is. I mean, because it's not really, a normal way to come into a division and get so highly ranked guys right off the start.
Yeah, I think just, when I was told I was going to be put against Brian Ellis, I was able to do more research. I know how Power Slap usually does it as debut versus debut. Someone that's never done it before, never understood the rules. And of course, he has a lot more experience than I do. I had to learn about Power Slap by the time I flew in, landed, and got into my room at the Circa. So having a little bit of kind of just like training a little bit helped a little bit, but also like Brian Ellis had the advantage. I'm grateful to have that match and perform that I did. So now it makes me confident that I have more training now and that, I feel ready to go. Like I could go tonight, I can go tomorrow. Anytime Power Slap will want me, I'm ready to go. So I think just the shift of just like getting used to certain techniques has really helped me out a lot.
Absolutely. Erica or Frank gives you a call. James Siekmann is the guy that you're going up against. What's the first thing that crosses your mind?
A lot of people say a lot of things about James, but the only thing I'm focused on is he gives himself the name the Iron Chin. He could take a lot of shots. I've definitely seen it, but I've also seen that he's been knocked down before, so I know that's doable. He's very, very accurate at the strikes from what I've seen. So a very, very well-rounded opponent for me, and I think this is going to be obviously one of those fights that could go, to distance. So I'm really excited for this matchup. I think it'll be good for me to work on my defense as well as, striking my opponent as well. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, in the last hour, I got some breaking news for you. You will be striking first.
I'm actually surprised. So, I was expecting James to win because, he kind of didn't win the coin toss last time. That's actually good news. That's crazy. But, for him, he has the Iron Chin. So I was actually expecting him to get it because I think a lot of people are wanting to see me and see if I can develop that chin because I only took one shot against Brian Ellis, which I think shocked everybody. And that's something I've mainly been working on, especially my strikes. So the fact that I have, the coin toss, I want to make it a one and done. But I know with him, he doesn't want that to happen either. So I know he's going to be ready.
Yeah. I was going to say, how much in this one? I mean, we have 2 heavy hitters going up against each other. how much do you think winning that coin toss is going to give you that advantage? I mean, because we know the accumulation of damage round over round, I think potentially could play into this one.
Well, I think anybody could agree having a coin toss is definitely an advantage. It's almost like, playing football. I mean, the first team that scores should always win the game. But, sometimes that's not the outcome. We've seen guys, like Luke Simons, kicking off, Power Slap 11, like he had the first strike, but, kind of missed his opportunity. And then,
Mhm.
Blakesley literally just knocked him cold a little bit, kind of shook him a little bit, and then he came right back. So there's been a lot of stories of just like, getting the first hit. So I got to make it well worth it, my first strike against Siekmann, if either going to shake him or put him down.
For sure. How do you foresee this match going?
You know, Talking to James, we've kind of talked off the grid a little bit, all civil conversations, some things, I'm going to keep out of this, it's private between me and James, you know. I think honestly, it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a bar fight. I know for him, he wants a one and done. He wants a knockout. Like he stated before in Slap News that he wants a knockout and he needs it for a title shot. So, and my job is to get in his way to make sure that doesn't happen and get a knockout myself. So that's the game plan.
Mhm. Yeah, I know you're trying to put food on your plate, but if James Siekmann is watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
Hey man, I'm sorry they gave you me, bro. You're going down, and I promise you, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel that against that iron chin.
This time around in front of a live audience, is it going to fuel you and bring another level to your game?
No, honestly, I'm the type of dude that kind of brings my own energy. I've been around big crowds and small crowds before, so I mean, I take no offense to my last match, not being live, but obviously it created enough attention for some people to see it and be like, wow, we need to see this guy live. So I have a lot to prove still in this game and, in this division. So I'm excited for the people who are going to watch, and they're going to see a battle. They're going to see a bar fight, like I said. I mean, like, it's just two big guys going at it that nobody's going to want to break up this bar fight. So it's going to be fun, and it's going to create a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, I love that analogy. I mean, it's going to be a treat for everybody in attendance to see you perform. Excited to see you there. Travel safe and be good, my man. Look forward to you showcasing your talent at Power Stop number 12.
Likewise, Corey, thank you, man, and safe travels to you as well.
Thank you.